The way I would describe Tucker Blakeley is his smile lit up his soul.
For the first time since his public funeral, we hear from the family of fallen Deputy Tucker Blakeley, the first deputy lost in the line of duty in Knox County in almost 20 years. Here's what we know about that young officer. Deputy Blakeley was helping a family in crisis when he was killed back in October during an ambush shooting by a lone gunman hiding in a closet. Deputy Blakeley was 29, a graduate of Powell High School and East Tennessee State. He served in the Army Reserve as a combat medic and then as a deputy for almost 2 years in Knox County. A husband, a father, brother, son, grandson. Those are the facts we know. Now, what his grandmother, one brother, and his parents want you to know about their grief and their love for Tucker Blakeley. When you think of Tucker, what runs through your mind?
Miracle. We ended up getting pregnant, and he was my miracle baby.
Yeah.
I'd had 4 miscarriages, so he was my miracle. I mean, I have good days, I have bad days, but there's not a moment in the day that I don't think about him. Or don't pick up the phone to call him. But I know he was doing what he loved to do, what he was called to do.
Mr. Blakeley, what helps you?
Well,
How do you cope?
it helps in my team members that I work with every day. You know, there's times that, you know, the tears start flowing, and next thing you know, you got hands laid on you and they're praying, and you know.
I don't think there's a day that goes by that we don't cry. I try to think of all the firsts that I got to see. I got to see his first steps, see him succeed at school. I got to watch him fall in love for the first time and get married.
Yeah.
I was there when he got to hold his baby for the first time. I mean, I try to think of all the first.
Every picture I've seen so far of Tucker Blakeley, he has the biggest smile on his face.
And if he walked into a room where there's a frown, I promise you within 5 minutes, that person would be smiling.
Always.
He just had that charisma about him.
Did he always want to be in law enforcement?
Always. Always. I mean, he grew up wanting to serve. He was just, I mean, that's just who he was.
What should people know about Tucker that they don't know?
I felt like Tucker was the glue to the family. We're at the 4-month mark, and it's not any easier. If anything, for me, I can't speak for mom and dad or mamaw, but if anything, it's harder for me.
What should people know about your grandson?
He had a heart as big as the world. So I'm blessed that Tucker Blakeley was my grandson. He just changed my whole life.
If it was like 2 days, I didn't hear from him, I'd say, hey, I'll call dispatch. And he's like, okay, Mom, I'll call you in just a minute. Just give me a minute. He said, you know, I do work for a living.
It's like I've got a big hole right here that needs a patch, and there's nothing that can patch that hole. And I pray daily, you know, for peace and comfort.
Tucker had a blood family, but his family of blue has stuck by his wife and his son and has stuck by us.
What do you want him to know about his dad?
There is nobody that will ever love him like his mom and dad.
Yep.
He loved his daddy.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, the outport for the community has been wonderful. Does it help with the loss? I don't know if anything would ever.
Yeah.
My only joy is I know I'll see him again. And that's what I hold on to.
Powerful words and powerful emotions as well. The Blakeley family would like to extend their deep appreciation for the support from all across Tennessee.
And there's been a lot, especially from that law enforcement family. Their family is asking future donations go to the nonprofit Police Unity Tour. We do have a link at WBIR.com, along with an extended version of our interview with the Blakeley family.
We want to